What's wrong?
Nothing's wrong, man. I'm just thinking. Yo, like, it's confusing. Like, I'm hearing high school students say I'm in love, or even adults saying I'm in love, like, one day into a relationship. What is love?
I think love is like the reflection of itself in another. Like, for me and my girlfriend, like, we see eye to eye over most things. And, like, I don't know, I just really trust her. And maybe, I don't want to say maybe the love isn't there, but maybe I just love her off principle. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like, with my girlfriend, like, every obvious thing happens that happens with a couple. I miss her when she leaves.
I do too. Like, cliches happen. Like,
yeah, I care about
I
her.
fall head over heels for her.
Yeah,
I actually trip.
Yeah, I get mad when she doesn't pick up my phone.
I do
doesn't answer
too.
my
When she
text.
doesn't answer
I
my
mean,
text.
But how do I exactly, like, what is that feeling? Like, how can you identify a feeling that you've never felt before?
I honestly don't think you could identify that feeling. It's like how we don't know what it's like. I don't know what it's like to be Indian. You don't know what it's like to be white. Like, we're never gonna know this. But I don't know how this relates to love in any way. I just don't think we're ever gonna truly know what it means. We're never truly gonna be able to talk to people.
You know what I think though? Like, I guess the definition of love really comes when you sit down at a couch, put on YouTube, and you think, are you actually in love? Like, are you I think about this kind of stuff. Like,
I do too. Like, am I in love with her or like?
Cause,
Just
like, truth be told, we're only 17, and I'm not saying there's a set age to fall in love. I'm not saying you have to
Exactly.
be 21, but like, what is it?
I don't know, man.
No, whatever it is, it's beautiful. It's awesome. I love the
Yeah,
feeling.
like, I love how I'm feeling right now, but is it love? I don't know. Am I ever gonna know? I hope so. 'Cause I wanna be part of something real.
And yeah, have you noticed that, like, when you get into relationships, like, how real it gets by, like, eventually? I remember when I started going out, and making out was a big deal, right?
Yeah, like
even
making
kissing someone was a big deal. Holding hands was a big deal.
Yeah, it makes you feel really special.
Yeah, but like, how real does it get after a while? Like, from
Like,
holding
there's always-
hands to, second base, third base, even doing it. Like,
Yeah, I know. Like, where do you go from there?
yeah, like,
Where does it end?
like, what for me? If a girl puts out, to be loosely saying, I think she really trusts you if she's gonna let you do that.
It depends when though. Like, if she puts
Yeah,
out on the first or
2 weeks
second
into it, no.
2 weeks
no.
in, no. But if a girl puts out, like, after I'd say 6 months, 7 months, like, you really know, like, she's a pure girl. She's not like, she's a girl you can really trust.
True. You know what else though? Going back to the topic of love, I guess when you get really insecure about stuff, like when you start interfering with someone else's life, not interfering in the sense of interfering, but just like, what are you doing, who are you hanging out with, when you want to know everything about them, their family life, you want to know their family life, their personal life, you want to sympathize with them. I think that's when you actually fall in love. Like, love isn't like just one feeling; it's a combination of many feelings.
I completely agree with you, but I see where you're trying to go. Like, but I'm gonna take this in a whole different direction. You know how you said that you wanna know everything about them, you wanna know their family.
Yeah.
Could this be maybe like a trust issue? Because we all have little trust issues inside of us, where we're just like, I need to know where she is right now. Like, I find it happens with me a lot. I'm just like,
yeah, I think there's a fine line between being insecure and then just completely not giving them space. There is a very fine line. Like, I guess it really depends on the person you're with. Maybe calling them more than twice is they're gonna feel like they have no space. But some people actually like that because they think they're being cared for. I'm one of those people. If you call me every now and then and check on me, I'll be like, yeah,
I'll be like, oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
But I think when you look at it in retrospect, you think it's really cute. But when it's happening then in the moment, you're just like, this is happening too fast.
Yeah, and that's the feeling that leads into stuff like cheating and stuff, Because when things get too real, people tend to run away from it. Cause
Yeah, it's true. Like,
especially at our age, we're 17, 18. Like,
Yeah,
right
like,
now,
we-
things get real. I'm not taking me as an example because I'm very happy. But in like generalizing, I'm seeing people want to run away.
it's true. Like, when you get into something and you feel like you're bound to it and you have no space, you just want to run away from it. It happens all the time. When we have an essay due or something, I don't sit down and do it if I feel nervous about it. I procrastinate. I do other things.
Yeah, and then you eventually, when it's the last second, you do it.
Exactly. Like,
Another thing about love is that, like, somewhere down the line, people really confuse love and lust. But the thing is, both love leads to sex and lust leads to sex too. So, like, there's a very thin, fine line. And I'm not saying lust is wrong and love is wrong. I'm saying lust is not a bad thing.
It isn't.
It's
It's not
needs.
at all.
It's simple. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's human nature. We all have it.
But I'm just saying, like, when did the like that when you get the idea of sex, like, how do you know what's the right age? Like, when do you know when to do it, when not to do it?
I think when you feel completely comfortable with the person, that's when I think you should have sex.
Yeah, but like, isn't like, doesn't different people have different perspectives on that? Because for me, me, it didn't take that long, but it took long for So like, isn't that what usually leads to breakups too? The wait part.
Yeah, I think it could lead to them if people don't have patience in the person, or if they don't feel the same way. Like some people could have like trust issues, so they don't feel completely like trusting around them. But I find other
And then there's always a second generation. If you come from a religious family, there's thing of the whole big broad topic of premarital sex and how it's considered a sin.
yeah, like as we talked in our other video about abstinence, like I was making a joke about that. I find people who practice abstinence silly because you're being told and you're following what other people believe.
Yeah.
I think you just gotta follow your heart when it comes to sex.
And isn't the definition of sin something like? You want to talk about the definition of sin?
Okay, from the Kite Runner, which I believe is a very moving book, his dad, Baba, Aamir's dad, Baba, he talked about how every sin is a variation of theft. And it could be not telling the truth. You're stealing someone from the truth. You're stealing
Their
information.
right to
Yeah,
right information. Yeah.
You're stealing their right.
Everything is a variation of theft. Yeah,
Exactly. I think it's very true. Like anything you could do, such as shyness. Like my girlfriend, she's really shy around things. And
Same with mine, man.
Exactly. Oh, we're in the same boat.
Nice.
Yeah.
We should get them together just to hang out and be shy together.
Exactly. They're stealing themselves from being adventurous in life. Like they're not going out there and catching a fish. They're watching other people catch fish.
Exactly. Yeah, that's that's makes sense. But no, I'm not gonna lie. Like ever since I started dating my girlfriend, I've seen changes in her, and it's definitely been
Scary.
positive changes. Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
And it's not that I've changed her or she's wanted to change. It's just over time we've both changed and we've started liking things that, for instance, something that she doesn't like, I like now, and we're both on the same page, and same with vice versa.
Yeah, it's true. Like I went and played catch with my girlfriend yesterday, and I really enjoyed it. Like if I would have done this when I was a kid, then I would have probably joined baseball or something.
Like with me and my girlfriend, the thing is that even we don't go a day without talking, even if we don't talk in school, which we do every day. We're always on MSN for about an hour talking. There's like never a time that we're not going to talk. And if we don't talk, then we're both really bothered about it.
Yeah, I know. I feel really bothered when I don't get to text or call Julian at night. Like sometimes she falls asleep, and I'm an understanding guy. I can understand that because everybody needs their sleep, and I need to work late. So if she falls asleep, I'm okay with it.
Do you think that time is a factor? Like, because somewhere along the lines, I've always had this feeling. It's insecurity, I know, but see, my girlfriend is a busybody, right? And she's always doing something. So sometimes I feel like I'm second, right?
Yeah.
And that feeling just absolutely pisses me off.
Yeah, it's never good. Like when you feel like you're second to something, when you feel that you should be your number one option. But then you get into the topic of insecurity and trust.
That's exactly it. But like still, like if she does something over me, if she picks, and this is how I look at it, even though I shouldn't be, but
yeah,
I'm just like, she had the option of hanging out with me, or she had the option of doing that, and she picked the option of doing that.
I think you're completely overanalyzing this because she, like you, is human, and we don't always make the right choices, like corresponding to others. We always make the choice that'll give us the most self-profit, or otherwise.
Yeah.
Like,
bottom line is, man, that relationships are extremely complicated. If you overanalyze, you lose. If you don't analyze, you lose. You gotta be in the middle. You can't be overanalyzing or not analyzing. Yeah. You have to be right in the middle.
And that's where it is. That's where it has to be.
Yeah.
Or does it? Does it need anything? Does it need to be at an extremity? Like I've seen people who are in relationships who are at the extremities, who don't really care about each other, and people who care like, I don't know, too much for each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, I believe there can be a variation of everything. It's just the way you want to look at it. Everyone has a different perception of everything. We all have different philosophies, and I don't think we should really try to analyze it. I think we should just live with it.
Yeah, I guess so. But yeah, if something bothers you, go ahead and talk about it. Get it out in the open.
Yeah.
I bet this was a productive video.
That's nice.
Let's go, Scrap.
Thank you.
I'm gonna stop it now.
Okay.